What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Friggin Nerds Podcast, episode 27. I'm your host, Mario Lima, joined by the Friggin Nerds crew, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. You'll love them, Mike and Britt Berkey.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy. Merry Christmas.
Oh, goodness. How southern of you. And then all the way, apparently outside the Ghostbusters HQ, we got the lovely...
I thought you were going to say all the way in the next room.
that too. Well, no, you're ruining the illusion. You're in New York right now. You're in New York. Lee Dumas, how you doing?
Heyo. I'm good. How are you?
Very good. And for the second time, he's now a veteran, Mr. James Whitehead. What's happening, brother?
Yo, what is good? Let's go.
Oh, man. Ready?
The training wheels are off. You're a veteran
The
now.
training wheels
I'm a vet.
are
You're
off.
a vet.
So welcome, guys. We're back with the Friggin Nerds podcast. Speaking of James, last week was his first episode. He killed it, of course. But Mike brought up, we didn't really get to know James. Some people in the community do know everything about him, but there are some people who don't know much. So apparently Mike and Britt prepared a little question package, get to know you, for James. Guys, what you got?
Wait.
So, I consider myself a serious journalist, and I wanted to really get to the heart of who is Expecto Go James. I wanted to look at this the way maybe a Diane Sawyer would.
Okay.
Or Barbara Walters. So
very
I have
professional.
prepared a list of questions that I feel like are really going to bring out the essence of who Expecto Go James is. So, James, I just want you, don't think too hard.
Okay.
Just the first thing that comes to mind. Okay.
I don't know what to do with my hands. This is here. No, I'm on your couch. I'm right across from you. Let's get to know James. Let's do it.
Doing the Italian hands right now for our
Yes.
podcast
If,
listeners.
if there are tears, that's okay. That sells.
We're
that
really
makes
going to
money.
dig deep with these questions.
They're real tears.
I got some water.
So you're just going to start off real easy, okay?
Okay.
1, are you married or single?
Married.
Happily, or is it complicated?
Always happily. That is the only
Correct
answer.
answer.
Yes.
Correct.
Good answer.
Okay.
Good answer.
Killing it.
Next question. Do you think that it's wrong for vegetarians to eat animal cookies?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Good.
That's quick. That's quick.
It's
That
controversial.
was quick. No
but
question.
I like that you have a stance on
Yes.
it. Do you snore?
Yes, all the time.
Oh, poor Sue.
She goes to bed. She goes to bed before I do, so we plan it like that. So,
Nice.
Smart.
Smart.
What
That's what
was
marriage
your
will do to you.
childhood nickname?
Big money. Not even joking.
Who gave you this nickname?
Everyone, my parents, my uncles, my aunts,
Your
my
parents?
Yes.
His whole family. It's not even his friends. It's his
Yeah,
family.
no, it's my family.
My
Yes. Yes.
I can
Wow.
just see like Mama Expecto just rocking her little baby boy.
big money.
Oh,
Big
money.
money.
Big money.
Baby.
Big money.
Big
Look
money.
at that face.
They might have been
funny.
fans of, I don't know, a lot of daytime TV shows and trying to get big money. I don't know.
The big money.
Yeah.
I was going to
Price
say
is
Wheel
Right.
of Fortune. Big
Price
money.
is
Big
Right.
money.
I don't know.
Big
Yep.
money. Big
I don't
money.
know.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
That was a shocker.
That's
was a
great.
shocker
I'm
there.
so glad we
That
asked that
might be
question.
better than Sweaty Mike.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, James, if Voldemort offered you a hug, would you accept it?
Yes, and then I would take my wand out and kill him close range.
Love it.
Not sure if that makes you a Hufflepuff or a Grifflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Doing the right thing is always the Hufflepuff way. So there we go. I like these.
This one's important.
Okay.
This one's real important. Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
No. Never. Wait.
Really?
Really?
Wait.
Oh,
Depends on
Big money?
flip-flops, yes. Because
How do you wear socks with flip flops?
Like in between the toe?
no, flip-flops because football, sports, everybody knows athletes, you don't take your socks off. Athletes, especially ballet dancers, for those of you guys unaware, I took ballet, have horrible feet. So
Yeah.
we wear socks with flip-flops after having our tennis shoes or cleats or ballet shoes
Gotcha.
on the entire time. But with
Practical reason.
yes, but
Yes.
the thong, sandals, and all those, no, always barefoot.
Have you worn a thong? No.
Are you wearing a thong right now?
I plead the fifth.
All right. What is your ideal outside temperature?
I would say high to mid 60s with light winds. I would say under 5
with
miles
the
per
light
hour.
wind, a crisp
Light-
wind
Yes.
with it?
Light wind.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
That is important. That's a man who knows.
he
what
painted.
likes.
He
Oh, yeah.
painted a picture
Oh, yeah.
with that answer like that. I'm there.
Oh yeah.
Do you like the smell of gasoline?
I do. For one
I do
reason.
too.
For one reason. I grew up cutting yard a lot. And the mix of freshly cut grass and the gasoline that comes from the old school lawnmowers kind of takes me back to my childhood. So, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Oh, at least there's a story. I
Yeah.
grew up just huffing fuse at the gas station. It wasn't, like mowing yards. Just like to just really get it in there, which really explains a lot. Now
It's
in
coming together.
adulthood.
It's coming together.
Do you prefer text or phone calls?
Text always because it's quicker and I feel like phone calls can get involved, especially when I normally don't have time. But depending on the person I'm talking to, I would sometimes prefer a phone call. But in general, text all day.
Yep.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Pepsi
Efficiency.
or Coke?
Ooh.
This is a big one.
Ooh. Pepsi.
this-
I gotta
this
go
could cause some
Pepsi.
wars, you know,
I
Pepsi
gotta
or
go
Coke.
Pepsi. I gotta go Pepsi.
Wow.
There's a lot more sugar, I feel like, in Pepsi than it is with Coke. And so
this is true.
Coke was always associated with,
Cocaine.
hey, if you're feeling sick, drink a thing of Coke. So Pepsi was always a kind of a leisure type drink.
Who's giving you Coke when you're sick?
I
Upset
would have
stomach.
Yeah, my mom.
Sometimes
Sprite.
my mom would give me
Sprite.
Y'all
for an
got
upset
Coke?
stomach.
Yeah, no.
Oh, heck yeah. Sprite.
Sprite is
Sprite over
like
here?
like that's even more acidic. I feel like at least Coke. Like if you flatten it,
Ginger
it's like-
ale. Ginger ale is the
ginger ale.
go-to. Yeah.
Ginger ale or Sprite.
But-
that would be
But like
right.
Coke.
Sprite makes me more sick.
Coke was the one that my mom would give us, either that or ginger ale, for whatever reason. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mario bought me Sprite one time when I was nauseous, and that was in Indianapolis, and I ended up sick on the side of the road. So good
Well,
times.
see, Mario was on the same page that I would be on,
Yeah.
though. Like, Sprite is what I associate
Yeah.
with being sick.
Same. That's
Yeah.
what we
Yeah.
always get the kids. That and like Gatorade.
Yep. Yep.
Get hydrated.
Yep.
There you go. So, how do you feel about guacamole?
That is a deep question.
Ooh.
What do you mean, how do I feel? Is this in general? Do I have...
Do you dig into it at Mexican restaurants?
Are you like an avoider?
Oh, no.
of the guac?
No. If I, Chipotle, sour cream and guac. If I'm at a restaurant, if I'm paying for it, if I go out anytime and there's guac an option, I'm getting some guac. Love me some guacamole.
Wow.
Yep. Love it. Not like
Very
Slytherin.
similar.
Not like Slytherin, but still. Yeah.
Okay. Last question. And I felt like I needed to know this because you've always been like our resident WooTuber fashionista.
Okay.
What is your favorite clothing item or accessory?
Ooh, that's a good one. You can't, shoes. I would have to say shoes and Adidas. I'm an Adidas guy, especially with the style with the running shoes that have become more casual now than running or athletic. It's become more casual, especially with some joggers. You can wear it honestly with a button up and some joggers, and like throw on a vest, and like you're good. It's nice to have a good watch. Also, I would say a good watch is a nice thing to have. So those two, shoes and a watch, for sure.
Ooh.
How many times have I said this?
Oh, a lot.
I'm just-
I'll listen to James.
But
though.
apparently, Micah and Mike will not listen to me. So I will just send you guys over to James because apparently I don't know anything.
We're
You get
here.
a call from Britt.
We're here.
You get a call from
Right.
We're
Britt.
here.
That's what that is.
Yep.
She's trying to convince us.
I give up. I give up. Well, there you have it, guys. I think we've really gotten to the heart of who is Exmithdogo James.
I hope this doesn't turn anybody off to me, the Coke or the guacamole answers, but nonetheless, you guys get to know who I am.
You're
Turned off
drawing
by the
lines.
guac answer.
yeah,
That's what I want to know.
James is gonna get
Really?
Yeah, guac is
I-
like a really like controversial.
I can't stand
Condiment
guac.
or
I don't
dip.
like avocado.
What?
Can't stand it.
I loved guac. I loved anything
she's-
avocado, and now I'm
Now you're allergic.
super allergic. Super allergic. Yeah.
I can't
And
do
it's
guac,
very
y'all.
sad.
Can't do guac. I'm sorry.
well,
That's where I'm.
well, it looks like Mike's gonna get canceled in a few years talking about guacamole. Anyways,
Kansas Sweaty Mike.
yes. But anyways, guys, beautiful questions, deep stuff. Love it.
Thank you.
Deep cuts. Deep cuts.
Great question.
Deep cuts. Yeah. So moving on. Moving on, we got one of our favorite segments, more difficult segments of the night. We call this the swear jar.
Ooh.
Insert the thing here. Each week, the hosts are given a keyword that we are not allowed to say during the podcast. Each time the word is said, $1 gets added to the swear jar. At the end of the draft season, one lucky audience member will win the pot. And tonight's swear jar word is ghost.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Oh, goodness.
This is gonna be.
There we
Yeah.
go.
so
Lee's
hard.
already got $1.
Wait, he did not
He didn't say start. He didn't
after
say start.
this
He didn't say
sentence.
He didn't say start. He didn't say
I was
start.
No,
getting
I-
that out now, so I
Yeah,
don't
get
have
it
to
all
get it
out.
out.
Being the resident person that does the swear jar the most, though, I wish that we could count that against Lee. At least just one tally.
Like a solid 98% of that money came from Mike's
Yes.
mouth.
Yeah. I believe it.
You're welcome.
I believe it.
I don't know. I might hit quite a bit because I don't know how big of Ghostbusters fans you guys are, but I'm just a huge Ghostbusters fan. Like I got the whole suit, I got all the gimmicks, so I'm probably gonna. And it's spoiler alert. It's kind of a news item today, really quick. So
Yes.
it might be
Yeah.
tough. It's going to be a tough one.
We will see how it goes. Let's go.
You know what? I'm just doing. I'm just trying to get that money up for the fans. It's for the
right.
fans.
That's
You
for
know,
the
like
fans.
for
For the
Extra
fans.
Life was for the kids. This is for the
For
fans.
the children.
Exactly. So after this sentence, you guys can't say ghost starting now. But reminder, speaking of the giveaway, we will be doing the live stream on December 7th, which will be the day we announce the winner. So to participate, you guys can enter in by giving channel points. I believe it's 1,000 points per entry. Subscribe to our Twitch channel during the stream. You'll get an entry, and gifted subs galore. Many gifted subs as you want. Those get you entries.
And
We
you-
need to be prepared to make a giant wheel because on Thursday we had.
I was just gonna say
It
that.
was like
We had a
Steph,
lot of people redeeming
Claw
on
and
Thursday.
Cindy. It was
Yes.
insane. They
It
just
just kept
swapped
going.
off.
No way.
Once we
I
said
think
you
Josh
can do
even
multiple.
threw in a couple.
Yeah.
Once we said we can do multiple entries,
It's a
the
wrap.
entire stream was.
Really? Oh,
So
so
we've got a
Look at
lot.
Mario's face was just like, oh.
We also volunteered Mario to be the one that counted it in his absence.
You weren't
So-
here, so we voluntold you to do it.
in that case, everybody's getting
Guess
one
what?
entry.
I did the wheel for Extra Life. I can do it. I
Yes.
can handle this,
Yes.
guys. I can do
We,
it.
yeah, We can tag team it. Luckily, Twitch keeps track of all of it.
Yeah.
We'll just grab like some coffee or a beer or something and just hang out and count some entries.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't even check yet. But
Our live stream's gonna be like 5 hours long.
Yep.
As
Yeah.
we tally up entries.
yeah. So
Oh my
so
god, I forgot we have to do this live on the. Oh my god,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
This will
We'll
be an exciting adventure.
We'll get it as prepped as we can before the live, and then see where it goes.
Right. Well, like luckily, the
just
majority
broke
of
my
the
brain.
entries have already been put in from like those 4 people. So
Gotta love the
just a heads
commitment.
up.
Gotta love it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
oh my goodness. So guys, if you guys want, keep tossing those. I mean, we can keep track of it even off stream, but we'll do it during the stream. Get your entries in. We love you guys. Thank you guys for the support. Moving on, we're going to another fun topic, another fun segment. This is called Versus. Every week we pit 2 iconic fandom characters against each other and make them fight. Which one's the best one? I'll have James announce the this week's battle.
This week's battle is going to be featuring a character we will be heavily talking about in the news segment, Hawkeye. Everybody loves him, one of America's favorite Avengers. But he will be going against this week Legolas of the Lord of the Rings
The hair.
trilogy. Yes, the blonde archer. So, Mario, what do we got?
Good Lord. Okay, so
Good Lord.
as it's been kind of, put in history here in Friggin' Earth's history. You all know I'm not a big Lords of the Rings fan.
Lords of the Rings.
Lords
he
of the
says.
Rings, those dang Lord movies. But that's not hating on the character. I think Legolas is a really cool character for sure. But when it comes to me, I gotta go Hawkeye either way, just because of the history there. I just feel the weapons there. Legolas doesn't have any grenade arrows. He's not messing around with that. I mean, hell, even if we're talking about old Hawkeye going up against him, Hawkeye was baller as hell. So it's just the skill there. I feel like it's an even matchup, guys. It's a really even matchup. It's a tough one.
But Legolas, he's got the hair like Maribel in D&D. So, I thought you'd feel
That
more
doesn't
like
win
in
you over?
tune with that character. You still got the same hair.
No, I'd say that right there. It's not the opposite. He's making me look bad, so I don't like
It's
that.
like a jealousy
Jealousy thing. Yeah,
I
I mean, look at
gotcha.
me. Look at me. I don't got no Legolas hair here going on. You know that? My goodness. But yeah, man, it's just when it comes to the history of Hawkeye, I am more of a Hawkeye fan, obviously, so I'm going to probably lean towards him more. And I think that's all I got to say about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
time out.
I was.
Are we only looking at MCU Hawkeye or just comic book Hawkeye?
I would
That's
feel
pretty important.
Yeah, I feel like you want to kind of go. I think more the comic book because we've seen more of that opposed to the MCU. I mean, we've got a lot of MCU Hawkeye, but I feel like there's more comic Hawkeye to kind of talk about, and because
It's hard
I
to.
think though.
I was about to say it's hard to kind of narrow it, especially when both of them have a cinematic version and a published version of the characters. So maybe open it up to everything.
What is the distinguish? What is the for those of us that are casual fans?
Well, I would
could
say
we-
so. Yeah.
Could you explain what the difference is?
So think of it like this: it's like MCU and film.
Hawkeye.
Sorry, MCU Hawkeye and Lord of the Rings. The film wise, those are the tip of the iceberg for those characters. I feel
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
there's
Exactly.
way more to talk
Exactly.
about. So I feel like you want to widen everything. It's same thing with Harry Potter. Dumbledore on the books versus the films, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I think we want to broaden that horizon with everything.
All right, I feel like Mike is gonna go Legolas, but here's the thing: I need you guys to convince me either way because
Am
I
I?
am a swing. I don't know, maybe, but I know that you're a Lord of the Rings fan. I need some
Huge
information
Now,
here to make an informed decision because I have no
Here's-
idea.
Here's the qualifying question that I asked myself after we were talking about this earlier today. does Hawkeye have all of his technology arrows versus Legolas, who has just arrows?
Right.
I think Legolas, he's elf. He's like 3,000 years old. He's got super strength. He's got super speed. He can see a mile away. All of these huge perks for Legolas. But then when you throw in Hawkeye, he's peak human, or whatever you want to call him. He's very skilled marksman. He can fight, up close and personal. I think the technology that Hawkeye brings with his arrows evens the match out to where it's almost an even match.
Agreed.
Like, this is so hard for me because initially I'm like, dude, Legolas would kill him.
Yes.
Right. That's my issue with this whole thing. Is like it's just like completely unfair. We have like this like super badass like 3,000-year-old elf like warrior archer with like beautiful hair. And then we have middle-aged dad with technology.
With dad bod. Just kidding.
Like, this is not fair. If you gave, like, we don't even have to give Legolas like today's technology. We just give him like 80s technology.
Yeah.
Just like just a little tiny bit
Just a
of
stick of dynamite to add to the end of his
anything.
arrow.
Like he would kill Hawkeye.
Right.
Like it's so unfair.
Right.
Yeah. That's where I was at. Like that's where I'm at, and I think if we're going like, if Hawkeye has all of his arrows, all of his variety of different, his tool belt essentially, like Batman, he's got all these different things. I think he can work out a way where he beats Legolas, and I hate to say that because if Legolas had those same arrows, he would He would murder Hawkeye.
Agreed.
So
I'm wondering
There we
if
go.
this answer will change as we watch Hawkeye, if we see more of the vulnerability. Because I feel like, at least in the MCU, I feel like we haven't seen as much of him as I would like to have seen. So I feel like I don't really have as good a feel on his weaknesses as a character other than, like family. But
And he's like regular.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't have the
Sorry.
superpowers.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
bud, but you're just kind of regular.
Yeah.
and has there been a point where Hawkeye didn't have the arrows that we could sort of compare him to Legolas, or no?
I mean, yeah, in the
Like
comics.
regular
In the
arrows?
comics, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still like
Oh,
just
that's
as
the
badass.
If it's regular arrow Hawkeye versus regular arrow Legolas all day.
Yeah.
If you strip Hawkeye of his technology, it's Legolas wins this battle.
Because he has abilities that are like
Right.
like superhuman. So like it would be like no question. And he has like super strength. Like he's like super strong
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
James, I want to hear what's in your brain on this one.
So all the points Mike made in regards to Hawkeye, total agreement, particularly with the technology aspect. It's not even close. Now, usually when you want to compare two characters, you want to even the scales. And usually even the scales between these two would be removing the technology and both of them just having archery, just having their normal arrows and bows who would win in a fight. I agree Legolas would win, but this is not the case. Hawkeye does have the specific arrows for different occasions. And because of that, Hawkeye he should come out the winner. Also, in the comic books, Hawkeye is a survivor. There's so many instances in alternate realities or even post-apocalyptic type scenarios in the comics where Hawkeye is one of the only Avengers left. There's a run by Jonathan Hickman with the all-new Avengers, and Captain America gets the time stone, and he keeps fast-forwarding into the future. And Hawkeye is in two of those futures. Old as crap, but he's still there. And I'm
kicking.
he's still killing it.
going.
Also in Old Man Logan, Hawkeye plays a pivotal role with Logan by getting the Hulk, this version of the Hulk's son, out of there and kind of saving everything. I won't go into in depth with that. So on top of the technology aspect that Hawkeye has, dude just survives and figures it out for whatever reason. Now, Legolas has the immortality, so he has the experience, but he has not experienced anything like this when it comes to that specific technology. So, I hate to say this, Hawkeye. Hawkeye's the winner. Hawkeye. It's Hawkeye. It's Hawkeye. To me.
Isn't that weird?
Yes.
Like when I first saw it, I'm like, I mean, this is definitely Legolas. Like there shouldn't even be a question. The more you sit and think about it, the more you're like, that's weird. I think I feel Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Could here's the question: if we're talking about his technology, could Legolas outlast the amount of arrows that Hawkeye has? Could he outlast Hawkeye's arrows to where once Hawkeye loses all of those, then he's toast?
Hawkeye has also we've seen him battle with a sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quite adept. With
We've
a sword.
seen Legolas also battle
and
with a sword.
hand-to-hand combat.
But-
like he has held his own against a trained assassin.
Yeah.
In
And Black
hand-to-hand
Panther.
combat, and Black Panther, who was the superhuman strength.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like he can still hold his own with or without arrows.
I think Hawkeye gets underestimated
A lot. Yes.
And
yes.
in this conversation, I have really grown to appreciate Mr. Clint Barton.
Yep.
So,
Not so much the MCU version, but still, yeah. Yeah.
yep.
We'll see after his show.
Yeah.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
you you were not a fan of several people before their shows, like Bucky, and now you love him.
Facts.
Let's not jump.
You
to
love him and his cake.
I love that he had a store-bought cake, but I was still hoping that they would ship Sam and Bucky, and I'm still waiting for that to happen.
We saw a pop Funko of Bucky when we were like, waiting for the movie premiere that happened. And I almost bought it and sent it to you with your birthday gift.
Oh, man.
You could have make a little clay cake and glue it.
Yeah.
A little
on
claymation.
there.
No, we're gonna send you a real cake in the mail.
I'm gonna make the Happy Birthday Harry cake, the one from the
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
and
Yes.
stick it right there.
Yes.
Perfect.
But then you need to put plastic over it and slap a Walmart bakery label on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then that makes me love him so much more.
Oh, gracious. But all right, guys, let's get final answers here. It's Hawkeye. How about the rest of y'all?
I think we're unanimous. Hawkeye.
I think it's
Hawkeye.
unanimous.
Hawkeye.
Wow.
It hurts me.
That's crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, Hawkeye.
WAP.
Unless it was an herbal essence competition. And then Legolas, baby, you have got this.
Head and
hands
shoulders.
down
Unless-
Head and shoulders
all the
commercials.
way.
Unless they were fighting in a wig factory and
Man,
Yes.
man, how the mighty have fallen. Your Rings movies aren't that powerful anyways, huh? Look at
there are no
this.
Lords of the Rings.
No lords,
Oh,
no lords
geez.
today. Gracious, guys.
I do not agree with
Gracious.
this. This is a public statement. I do not want any Lord of the Rings fans coming after me. I do not agree with this.
James gonna change his
James
answer.
is like the interviews included in this podcast do not reflect
Yes.
the personal opinions.
Exactly. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna set Mike up real quick. Mike, why don't you introduce the next segment here?
Hey,
Yep. So, every week, actually, why don't you do this? You're way better at this. You go.
nobody wants to be the one.
You wrote this whole thing. You got this.
Well,
sorted
y'all
out.
know that you don't have to intro with this anymore. This was to tell people the segment.
This was to explain
Anyways,
the segments.
so the other day I was just sitting around in the Great Hall, and I was just eating my food at dinner time, and I was just thinking to myself, you know what would be fun is if the Ghostbusters.
Hey,
went to-
Hey,
and there's the
there's
first
one.
one.
I wasn't the first one.
There's the setup.
That's why.
this is
That's
why
why
I was-
Mario.
That's why you did it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
that's why
why you
Mario
did it.
That's why I
set you
set
up.
Mike up. I was trying to get the blame on him.
Should have kicked it to Lee. And I thought, I wonder if they'd be in my house. Welcome to my house. So let's sort the boys of the paranormal
Busters.
activities.
Buster teams that you like to call
The Ghoul Busters.
the Ghoul Busters.
But all right, guys. So we're hitting up the OG Ghoul Busters, starting off with Ray Stantz. So
Oh,
what-
Ray.
This one, because I was thinking about it, man. I feel like I think each of these guys might represent a house.
Yes.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, what if we're
Yes.
all on the same page?
Oh,
I
my
think we
gosh.
are.
We might be.
I'm gonna tell you that Ray reminds me a lot of Mike. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
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 So I don't have him down as that. So we're not on the same page.
No.
Interesting.
Interesting.
But I do have them all four in different houses. though,
Same.
which is strange.
Same.
Okay, I think I know where you guys might be going. Let's see.
Okay. I'll go with
All
mine. I got Egon at Ravenclaw. I
yeah. All day
I got
long.
Winston as a Gryffindor.
Absolutely.
I got Peter as a Hufflepuff.
What?
Yeah.
All over the place.
No.
Oh man.
just because Bill Murray. Just because of Bill Murray. Now the character,
Bruh.
I would say Slytherin.
Slytherin
Yes,
all
I would
day
say
long.
Slytherin.
Okay, okay.
But Bill Murray, I just want him in my group. I just want him in my group. So that's why I had it like that. And then I had Ray as Slytherin / Hufflepuff, basically. So yeah. So
Interesting.
yeah.
No.
So
Peter.
we were on the same page with two.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're going by Peter Venkman and not Bill Murray.
Yeah.
We got Egon. I think we're all in agreement.
Right,
Let's
right,
just
right. That
let's
one was
just
the
Egon is at my
Ravenclaw.
table.
Yes.
Yeah, he's 100% Ravenclaw.
Correct.
Rest in peace.
I had Peter at Slytherin.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Agreed.
It sounds like the disagreement may come between Ray and Winston because I have Winston as the Huffle and Ray as the Gryffindor.
Let me say this. So there's certain arguments I can't make because it will kind of dip into afterlife. But I'll say
okay.
this: that
Okay.
there are some things that we find out Winston has done that
Oh, good.
are,
Okay, good.
that are very Gryffindor quality.
They're very chivalrous.
Very chivalrous. So-
Mur-
so-
murder.
yeah, he murders all the rest of the Ghostbusters. But no, so I'll keep it at that.
Now he
It
gets
could,
to come
but
to
to
my
be fair,
table.
Mario, those could also be construed as Hufflepuff qualities as well.
Right, but then there's Ray, because Ray,
what I was-
yeah, it's just with Ray. I don't know. It's just like
He's like the most hardworking. Aside from Egon, I feel like Ray is like the most hardworking guy of the bunch.
he is
Like,
he is the
he's,
brains
like,
of the
on
team.
it.
He is the brains of
Yeah.
the team. Well, so is Egon.
Well,
Egon's
he's the
brains,
down
too.
to earth guy.
Yeah, and you just I just think of him as a kind. He's very kind of what's the word?
He's the glue that holds everybody
Yeah, but I'm
together.
trying to think of like I'm trying to think of Hufflepuff adjectives and verbs and whatnot. Just
He's childlike.
like
But Huffle.
Hardworking,
Childlike excitement.
loyal.
Yeah.
Loyal.
I just always think back to that, of him, childlike when, because the whole thing with Gozer in the first movie was like, you have to pick your demise. And he thinks of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, which is like, he's like, I didn't think that was going to hurt
cutest
me.
thing ever.
It was,
Shoot. All right, look, you just won me over with
Yeah.
that because look, Hufflepuffs, we love pancakes, marshmallows, anything like that.
All
We're all
things
in.
soft, fluffy, and sugary.
there it is.
That's why he married me.
Interesting.
I'm going.
I-
I'm changing mine to Mario's. I'm
Yeah,
changing mine to
I think I
Mario's.
may be switching to Hufflepuff just
Yeah.
because of the marshmallow.
He's a
man.
Stay Puft.
Yeah.
He's a Stay Puft Hufflepuff. That's
Yeah.
it.
So originally, I had Winston as a Gryffindor because of like the Marine background and like the take charge kind of attitude. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like now that I'm thinking about it, like with what Mario said, I really feel like I think once you guys see Afterlife, you'll probably still feel that he's a Hufflepuff
Mm.
because I
I
just
love Winston.
I
Let him
feel
come to my
like
table.
the loyalty versus the Ray loyalty, like
Yeah.
there's loyalty on both sides, but the amount of loyalty that Winston shows is above and beyond.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I don't know, Mario. I feel
Yeah.
like it's a I feel like he's a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
The more I think about
What,
it,
Ray,
I
or-
thought he was
Winston.
Winston.
Do we have two puffs? Do we
We
have
might
two
have
puffs
two
of Slytherin
puffs.
and Ravenclaw?
I don't know. I feel like we should revisit this quickly when we all see the movie,
When we
because
all see
I
the
want to
movie?
see what you
Look,
guys
Mario's
think.
like, no, I want someone at my table.
I know.
Yeah, true.
Ray
like,
could potentially go either way. I think. I
Ray
think
maybe.
that they both
I
could.
feel- yeah.
We'll give
Raven,
you
I mean,
Slimer.
I'll take
Hufflepuffs and
Slimer.
Gryffindors can be so similar.
Slimer's a Hufflepuff, 100%.
Actually,
you see how much he eats?
Yeah.
No, I'll take Rick Moranis, man. I am the key master, you the gay key.
How about Janice? You want Janice?
I'll take Janice
Give
too.
me Janice.
I love Janice. But yeah, so I guess one we really got to talk about, which we're kind of split, I guess, was Peter Venkman. This
Yeah.
one I'm thinking hard Slytherin
Well,
because I
hard
mean
Slytherin.
let's be real.
Yeah.
Venkman's kind of an asshole. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
he
mean?
is.
It's
Asshole
like-
in that
yeah.
movie. He
Yeah.
asks the librarian if she's menstruating. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, that-
I rewatched that movie with Mario
that
just
he
now, and I was
kinda-
like, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and that
that
he
came
ki-
out of your mouth."
Yeah, that and he kind of goes into business for himself. You know, he's kind of like it's all about him. You know, he's always kind of worried about
Right.
himself.
He's the one that shocks the guy with the girl. Like, you know, the girl's giving him all the wrong answers. The guy's
Yeah.
giving him the right
Yes.
answers. He's
Yeah.
shocking the guy anyway. Like,
Yeah.
that's 100% self.
I just want Bill Murray at my team. I don't.
Serving.
I just want Bill Murray at my table. That's all I want.
Also,
But you
I
are
just
right.
love-
You are right.
He's gonna sit with me.
I just love to point out that there are two Hufflepuffs on this show now, and everybody else is outnumbered.
Hey.
That's true. I know.
go.
Thought about that.
At
This
least
is
you
our
guys are the
first
squishy
sorting
ones.
with two
Yes.
puffs.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll say we don't have the
right.
equality anymore of each representing a house. My goodness.
Let's go. Rolling deep.
You know, at least it's not two Slytherins, and you're not competing for, you know,
True. That
To
could
be
be
number
chaos.
that could be
Yeah,
That
chaotic.
could be chaos. So are we saying Peter Slytherin,
Yes.
Raymond Hufflepuff, Winston Hufflepuff?
That's what I feel like is being suggested.
That's my opinion
I'm still-
at this point.
I still think Winston is a Gryffindor.
Yeah,
I haven't
Winston-
He is definitely from the original movies. I would say 100% Gryffindor.
So that's what I'm going off of. That's what I'm going
okay.
off of. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
say Gryffindor just for the sake of now. But once
Yeah.
we revisit this, I think you guys are gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
No,
think we
man.
need to see the movies. I don't know what they're talking
Even
about. So maybe
Afterlife,
when we
man.
see the new movie,
Yeah.
It'll
we'll
change.
feel differently, guys.
So we still
I'm
have
okay.
everything represented then. Every house represented.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, because I'm okay with slotting Winston as Griff and Ray as Hufflepuff.
Yes.
I think that still fits.
Yep.
If anything, they're both Huffledores or
Yeah,
Grifflepuffs
yeah.
or whatever the mixture is.
Yeah, so yeah, as soon as you guys see it, you'll see. I still think Winston's still flying the red flag for sure. He's definitely Gryffindor, but again, we'll see. We'll have you guys for sure. For sure. Egon. Oh man, you guys make me want to go watch the movie. I'm gonna go watch the movie after we record this.
Well,
So
yeah,
excited.
100%.
What did they call the movie again? What did they name it?
Afterlife. Wait, what movie?
Good call.
The new one.
It's
new-
Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Got it.
Yes, Lisa!
Got it.
Wow,
Got it.
what an amateur!
Got it.
I also nobody else caught it, but Mario did say it.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
We got 3.
We have 3 strikes so far.
3 strikes, you're
Gracious.
out.
Gracious.
Yep.
All right. Well,
3
And
different
you know what's
people.
ironic is of the 3 that were said, Mike was not one of them.
Don't worry.
It's
The
coming.
news articles are coming up.
with that
What?
being said, oh gracious! Each week we scour the headlines in the nerdverse and bring you the best of the best. Move over, J. Jonah
Of the
Jameson.
best, sir.
Of the best, sir. Move over, J. Jonah Jameson. It's time for the Friggin' Nerds news.
So first up, we have the Ghoulbusters Afterlife.
Ooh.
Hey.
Now, this movie opened up.
I
with-
seriously was like, what is that movie? Golly.
This movie opened up with $44 million domestic, $60 million worldwide over its opening weekend. Now, I was actually a little bit surprised at that number. It was a little bit lower
Yeah.
than what I was expecting.
us
No.
80 kids would like represent
Right.
more.
And in the theater that we saw it in, to be fair,
You said it was packed.
it was
right?
packed.
Oh, it was-
So
it was
that
like-
is really surprising to me.
Yeah, it was like a concert, man. It was great.
It was like a full house. Like it was
Yeah.
probably sold close to sold out.
So it's the pandemic. The pandemic's still going on. It may have affected this. However, since the pandemic, it was the 9th highest.
You know what though?
Opening
A
weekend,
lot of
so-
people love to go to the movies over their holiday break. I think
maybe they're
it's
waiting.
possible that people are like, I want to wait for like Thanksgiving weekend
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people they don't like to go shopping. They like to go watch a movie.
That's a good point.
This is
So
true.
maybe they're like, I want to wait, and that's my movie on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Or Black Friday.
Yeah, we're going again on Black Friday, actually. So yeah, it makes sense.
We are.
Nice.
We're going to see it again. If you guys
So-
all go to see it with us, then we'll all, we could all be in, just like Eternals, we could all be in the
That's
theater
right.
together
That's right.
in
So
different
by
states.
comparison, though, the Ghoul Busters that came out in 2016, the
Ugh.
all women crew. Look, that movie
I
is
still
underrated.
loved that
okay,
movie.
It's not a great Ghoul Buster movie.
I
They-
laugh
you know
my
what they should've-
ass off every time I watch that movie.
They should have just called it Ghoul Busters, and then nobody would have hated it.
It's true.
so
It's
funny.
true.
Yes.
Because it
'Cause-
feels like, I think I talked to Steph about this, it feels like a parody movie.
Yes,
It doesn't
It's
feel-
an SNL
Yes.
sketch. It's an SNL sketch.
It doesn't
Melissa
feel like a
McCarthy
legitimate
is
movie.
like my spirit animal. Like I love her
Yeah.
so much. No, that movie's
Yeah.
By comparison, though, that movie came out to a $46 million domestic
Oh,
opening
that
weekend.
hurts my
So
heart.
It actually beat out this Ghoul Busters. So are we worried at all that this movie may not make as much as the Ghoul Busters movie from 2016?
No, no, and this is why. Again, it is because we do have the holidays coming up. I think the numbers are going to go up.
I hope so.
Two, I think the reason why the girl one did so well was because it was the first Ghoul Busters film we saw in a while. Us Ghoul Busters fans, it's really hard, man. I gotta get around this. Us fans, like Star Wars fans, are always hungry for more stuff. Like we get Star Wars every year now, but the Busters, we didn't get much out of it. We had the cartoons to kind of live on. We had some other stuff. So that was the first movie to kind of come out. We're like, oh, some Ghoul Buster stuff is going to happen. Cool. But I think it's going to hit harder. And kind of moving on to like the Rotten Tomatoes scores, the critic score is 62%, which I don't
Asinine.
I don't trust these critics, man, because
I don't know what's happening.
audience score, the audience was right with the 96% because this movie, like without spoiling it, obviously we're gonna have a spoiler out soon on review on the channel. It really is. It's a great Ghostbusters film. So I said it again. There it is. I can't help it, man.
Hey.
I love them so much. It's a great.
Perfect.
It's a
in my opinion.
It's a great film. It definitely ties in the old movies great because that was the thing. We kind of need a last movie to kind of end that saga. So I think. What are you saying?
But is it the end of the saga?
We're not going to talk about that.
Because-
We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about
I'm
that.
just saying, is it the end of the saga? That's all I'm gonna say.
It's going to be the end of the saga for the originals, guys. I'm sure. So that being said, yeah, I think we're going to get bigger numbers very soon. Yeah, with critics nowadays, it's tough, man, because I don't trust critics nowadays. There's some movies out there look at last week. We weren't sure about Eternals. Half of us liked it. Half of us weren't that crazy about it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but the critics slammed it. It's in the 40s, y'all. That movie with critic score is like 45.
because here all the complaints I keep saying is the nostalgia thing. People are like, oh, we're sick of nostalgia, but you guys still make Star Wars movies. You show R2-D2 in all those movies, even though he shouldn't be there, and people still eat it up. And you get your porgs and you get all the other stuff. So I think that was one thing that hit everybody was, oh, there's too much nostalgia in this, and that's what kind of affects people with this. But I thought it was a perfect amount of nostalgia. It hit me in the feels. I cried. I loved it.
We both sobbed like babies.
Yes.
I'm wondering too if people are gonna wait, because I feel like the Ghostbusters universe was kind of burned. Like the true fans were kind of burned by the last movie a little bit. Like There was a lot of backlash
that
about
may
the
have
last
hurt
movie.
this movie.
And I'm feeling like people are not trusting of the. Did I say it? I said it.
Yeah, you
didn't
said
I?
it. Yeah.
You did.
Whoops. I'm feeling like people are not trusting of the franchise right now, and so they might be waiting to see what people say about it after
right.
it comes out in order
Totally
to
fair.
figure
I
out.
can-
Yeah,
if it's
well, I think
worth
they're going to be
money.
more trusting because I mean the director's father made the original one.
Yeah, but
So-
not everybody knows that either.
You know what makes me trust it more? I'll tell you this: Paul Rudd's in it.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's in anything.
he's
Sexiest
the
man alive.
Sexiest man on earth.
I'm all in. As soon as I saw he was in that, boom, my butt's in that seat. I mean, it was going to be there anyway.
Is it
Eventually, we're
tingling
gonna
like
get
Brett on Craft and Cocktails night?
there. You know, Ant-Man, he
He's
gets
like
me going.
one drink in, tingling.
Yes. Y'all doing that Ant-Man stuff in D&D, man. That's woo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Look, and Ant-Man may do it for you, but that he's like ancient to Penny. You know what's going to get Penny's butt in that seat for a middle school girl? Stranger Things.
Yep.
Will
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
in there, and she's like,
Mike's in there.
is it Mike?
Yeah,
I
Mike
always
from
get them
Stranger
mixed
Things,
up.
yep.
She's like, so do you guys want to go see this movie? I'm like, okay, Penny, we all know why you want to go,
Yep.
and it's not Ant-Man.
Well, speaking of Ant-Man, let's segue into some Marvel conversation.
Oh, what a surprise.
We can't get away from Marvel. Every week there's Marvel and it's there and we got to talk about it. And
Yeah.
I don't mind at all cuz I'm all in. Hawkeye. Hawkeye. It releases tomorrow with 2 episodes.
Yeah.
The first 2 episodes are
Oh
coming out.
no!
Yeah.
2. Right?
Tomorrow's watch party is going to be a late night, huh?
Yep. Well, maybe we can
You
tag
can
team
do this.
it.
Have
we
a
can tag team
coffee.
it. Yeah, we'll tag team it.
If the middle school girl can stay up for the 2 episodes, we believe in you. You can.
You don't have to work the next
I
day.
was gonna say, but it's Thanksgiving the next day, so I can do
There
it.
you go. There you go.
I can do it.
Yep.
Here we
You
go.
just got to get up for the Macy's parade.
Yeah,
So-
and I can do that.
The first season has 6 episodes total, so we're already getting the first 2. So it's not going to be on for very long, which is kind of sad.
I didn't
but I'm
realize it
all
was
in.
only 6.
Yep, yep.
Like that's the shortest of any series that we've gotten thus far, right? Because
Yeah, I
everything
think
else had like between
so.
8, 10.
I think Loki.
Loki.
Was Loki 6?
Loki was 6.
Yeah.
He may have been 7.
Really?
Yeah.
No, he was 6. I think they dropped an episode after like COVID.
So before we talk about it a little bit more, there was an interesting quote from Mr. Jeremy Renner, who plays Hawkeye. He stated that he could see Hawkeye leading the West Coast Avengers in this new phase as a Captain America-like role. Could you guys see Mr. Hawkeye as the leader
The
of...
most shocking part of this statement to me was more that Renner would be interested in continuing
Yeah.
in like a long-term position in the MCU. Like he's been here a long time and all of the OGs are like getting out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was really
But-
surprised that he would want to stick around some more.
You know what though? Isn't he like one of the only ones that hasn't really branched out from the MCU? Also, like I feel like everyone else has kind of gotten
No, he's
been in
other
a lot of
things,
stuff.
He's
and
been in
I
a
feel
lot of
like.
stuff.
But like Disney, I know is definitely working with him because he put his foot down, I guess, with the filming of Hawkeye about family time and like being able to spend time with his daughter. And Disney threatened to recast him and did not. They worked with him, so I'm feeling like maybe he doesn't want out because like he's got a good thing and he's not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, so to speak. Possibly.
Possibly. Yeah, it's just interesting though because all of the originals
Are out,
all,
yeah.
you know, they're
Yeah.
all kind of passing the torch, and this show is setting up for the torch to be passed to Kate
right.
Bishop. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised that
I
are we
thought
gonna
this
have
one
both
was
of
going to
them?
be kind of his swan song like
Right.
everybody else has had theirs, but
He hasn't really had enough time in the spotlight, though. I'd be really disappointed if this was his last hurrah.
I mean, he did a Black Widow, and look what happened there.
yeah.
You know?
Well, it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens in the show, but you know, there could be a really good chance that we see a lot of characters either be introduced or cameo in this show. It's taken place in a spot that could introduce maybe the Kingpin into the MCU.
Yeah.
We
Open
could
for
see
Kingpin.
we could see Matt Murdock, Daredevil. Echo is another one.
Yes.
And Sam is Captain America. Look, he's out there. He has taken the mantle. It all depends
He's
on
living
like
his best
timing
life.
wise. Right. And I had forgotten like timing wise when Hawkeye takes place compared to when Sam, finally takes over the Captain America mantle, but I don't know, I could see him just popping in at the end or something.
So this
I
is
definitely
2 years after Endgame, right? Do we know?
Hawkeye is?
Yeah.
I'm actually not
I
certain.
should have. I covered that.
That sounds
it
right.
is.
That sounds
I
right.
thought I remember reading it was the Christmas after Endgame.
Christmas
But I could be
after.
wrong.
Okay. As far as character introductions, they could go a lot of avenues. Echo makes sense because they just
of her
announced
show.
her show at the on the Disney Plus Day, which could bring in Kingpin as his child. I hope I don't think it makes sense though. Any of those characters, I don't think they fit as well as I would hope.
Well, we know for a fact that they're fighting the Bro Gang, right?
Yes.
What's the name of that
tracksuit
gang?
Tracksuit
Tracksuit
Mafia.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't
to-
that headed up by Kingpin?
It is.
Isn't that-
It is. It is. But are they going to recast? It just depends on if they're going to recast Kingpin or bring in the Kingpin from the Daredevil Netflix series. Because those two for this show and then the one from Daredevil are two completely different feels and vibes, in my opinion. And so I think that would be something they could save for later, especially with all the rumors that's regarding Daredevil and Charlie Cox coming in. So I think they would kind of save that for later and keep these foes, maybe even hint at them in the end, but keep focus on Hawkeye and Echo and what's her name? The other Archer, I forgot her name. Kate Bishop. I think they're just going to focus on that because a lot of these shows, what they do so well, particularly TV shows on Disney Plus, is focus on the main characters we know and love and bring new insight into them, bring more depth to them. And I think it could get a lot muddy. It could get muddier if they try and use it as a boosting point, for other characters. Loki introduced a ton of characters, but it was still focused around Loki. We saw Kang at the end, but it was still about Loki. Same with Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier. Same with WandaVision. So I would think they'd save those introductions for later and kind of focus on the main ones that they have in there.
The pattern has kind of been with all of the show. Like everybody thinks like we're gonna get Kang. Like we're gonna meet Kang in this, or we're gonna meet Mephisto in this, or we're gonna meet the Power Broker. But the pattern has been it's like the last really like episodes.
Yep.
And it's just like, hey, you're gonna maybe need to know this name. Because they want to make sure that if that's a main villain in one of the movies, that if you missed the show.
Exactly.
It's not like completely necessary for you to understand.
Exactly.
And I think like everybody was waiting for that Power Broker reveal, and it was like right there at the very end. And I think Kingpin will be like that. Like I still think they're going to introduce us to Kingpin, but it's just going to be like at the very end.
So
this guy's going to come in.
You think it's going to be in Hawkeye we're getting Kingpin?
Like the very end. Not as like a main character that we're going to like get to know. I think it's just going to kind of be like he's introduced.
Reoccurring bad guy throughout the show is going to be the Bro guys. They're going to be fighting all the foot soldiers. And then at the end of the show, just like we did with Kang, just like we did with to Wanda to some regard with Agatha.
With Agatha.
Yeah.
We didn't like figure that one out till like the very end.
Yeah.
It's going to be the last episode, probably the last even end credit scene. You see Kingpin turn around in his chair as the leader of the Bro guys.
Like all of the shows, you're getting to know the bad guy the whole time because we're talking about it the whole time.
Right.
And it's just not until the very end that they confirm kind of like the name. WandaVision, like the whole time we're like, who's behind this?
Yeah.
Who's doing this? And what do they tell us at the end? It's Agatha all along.
Yeah.
And then we like the power broker at the end. Like we heard about the power broker and the bad guy through the whole show, but at the very end, then we kind of like figure out who that is.
Yeah.
And with Loki, the whole time it's like, who's behind this? Who's in charge of all this? And at the very end, we put the name to it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hear about, I think, Kingpin the whole time. We're gonna get tons of hints there, so that like fans are gonna be like, "Oh, that's our hint. That's who that is." And then at the very end, they're gonna be like, "This is who it is."
Yo.
But if they're not ready to choose casting, I think that it would be really easy for them to like make him a shadow in a chair.
Yeah.
Or whatever, so that it leaves that open for them
Yeah.
to figure out, where they want to go with that. But I think Kingpin. There's just like too many things that we've seen in the trailers that like would connect.
Yeah.
It's
And I
a
think
Kingpin.
I think with Echo too, it's just like
Right.
almost.
Right.
You already got the bro peeps.
Yeah.
And now you got Echo that could possibly.
Well, and
pop
they've
in.
talked about Kate Bishop's mom. And the role that she plays in the comics, like the auction that she, gosh, guys, it's been a minute since I wrote those notes, but her mom,
That's right.
like, had the auction to sell off what was it, like the identity or something? I don't remember, but Kingpin was the major bidder in that. And we've seen in one of the trailers that it looks like there's like
An
an
auction
illegal underground auction going on, which again makes me go, that might be Kingpin.
To be just to be clear, really quick point of clarification. You were right that it does take place after everything has already happened. It's
2 years.
rumored to be taking place after 2 years after
Okay.
Endgame.
Okay.
In holidays of 2024.
Gotcha.
And that's like
Okay.
after Winter Soldier, after Eternals, after Spider-Man, after WandaVision, after everything.
Oh,
so
shoot.
yeah.
Wow.
That makes
Thought that we're gonna get to do our hats, like we're on brand for Hawkeye.
that makes me wonder too, real quick. Like, this is taking place in New York, and so you wonder, like, there's a lot going on.
There's
Yeah,
a
right.
lot of people in New York. There's
A
a lot
lot.
of
I
comic
know.
book characters in the MCU alone, but out in the comics, like you have Spider-Man, you have Doctor Strange there, you have the Avengers Tower, like, well, they're outside of New York now, but like, and then you have the Netflix characters, like, all in New York.
We've also just seen in these trailers for Spider-Man, we know that it's going to take place over Christmas, like because it's going to span a couple different holidays, but we've seen Christmas, like.
Isn't there a Captain America play? And then we have the Captain America statue in Spider-Man.
Yeah. So I wonder if they're gonna like show off like the reveal the plans for like next month we're gonna do the Statue of Liberty. You
That
know?
would be a great Easter
But you
egg
want to
tie-in.
hear my one big, like, because someone said like the end credit scene could be Kingpin. I want, because one of like a Kingpin, love him in Daredevil, but I always loved him being involved with Spider-Man.
Thank you. Thank you.
So my goosebump moment will be, I want there to be a security camera watching Hawkeye. Then it's kind of zooming out, and there's another TV. It's watching the reveal of Peter Parker,
Yes.
and then it's Kingpin,
Yes.
because he is so
Yes.
good as a Spider-Man villain.
Yes.
Yep.
So like,
Yes.
I want that to cross over somehow.
Real quick, Mario, to build off of that, there's a theory that the sixth in the Sinister Six could be Kingpin, based off of this show.
That could be interesting. He might be.
I'm going to throw another theory out to you. It's a Voss theory, where we've seen Electro with the arc reactor, and Vanko's looking tech from Iron Man,
2, yep.
and we've seen that the nanotech is on Doc Ock. So Voss was like, what if they are getting all of this from one source? Could that source be Kingpin?
Oh
Awesome.
my gosh.
Well, that and like
Oh my gosh.
who's watching the Avengers facility? You know, so it's like that's. I mean, yeah. Where else would the tech be? You know, because I mean, Avengers Tower is gone.
If they're keeping with these TV shows outside of like Loki and WandaVision, a lot of them are Disney Plus shows are based around on Earth and low key New York or certain areas around the world. It makes a lot of sense for them to set up Kingpin to be the big bad, especially just on Earth because of his resources, his reach, and his power. So that definitely holds up. I just want to see him with Spider-Man, and I know Sony is possibly taking over Spider-Man. So my hope will be probably gone, but still, I'm just holding out hope on that one.
Still there. Still there.
The only other person that I would think of that might have access to that tech and be giving it to the bad guys would be Vulture. Because he was, that was like the issue in Homecoming with him. And we have seen Vulture in the
Morbius
trailer. No, in the Morbius trailer, and he's out of his universe. And I told Mike, we may have talked about it on here. I'm like, what if he got a hold of tech that allowed him to jump multiverses from someone like Kingpin, and that's why he's already in the wrong universe? And if that's the case, what if Vulture and Kingpin are working together to sell off tech like the early arc reactor in the wrong universe? And that's how Electro already has an arc reactor.
Wouldn't it make sense for him just to be the Sinister Six then, if he's giving them the
Vulture?
Yeah, if
That's
he's
what I
giving them the
thought.
stuff.
Yeah, that's when it comes to classic
Exactly.
Sinister Six.
Super lame, but I think he makes the most
It's
sense.
Michael Keaton though, man. Like, just because it's Michael Keaton, I'm all in on.
And I mean, Tom needs his own villain too, and he really that's like besides Mysterio, that's like his best villain right there. That's his girlfriend's dad and stuff. You know what I mean? So I think that'd be hot.
We are 100% way off topic, but I have to ask Mario a quick question.
Yes.
What are your feelings of this movie, Spider-Man, if it's a Sinister 5 and not a 6?
Then you wasted opportunity.
Would you be devastated?
I'd be a little annoyed, I think, because why? I mean, why build all that and just be down a man? You know.
Also, it just sounds stupid.
Yeah.
So
I know. I don't think they'll call it a Sinister 5.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna bring all the toys, bring all the toys, because there's no point. I don't care if it's Vulture or hell, if they put Venom in, I don't even care anymore. Just I need the 6 men.
We'll call them the Sinister Suck if they only do.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
We'll see. I hope that there's 6 for Mario's sake. Real quick, we're going to hammer through these next 2 headlines and then go into our draft. Scarlett Johansson is working with Marvel on a secret Marvel
Get it, boss lady.
Secret Marvel project. Direct quote from Father Feige. We're already working with Scarlett on another non-Black Widow related top secret Marvel Studios project as a producer.
Yes.
So she is not going to be in it.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But she is helping produce something. James, what do you think this may be?
I think Jane Foster's Thor.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I think it's Jane Foster's Thor.
Gosh, I hope she can make it not awful.
You don't think it's Yelena's movie?
I feel like that's like sort of Black Widow still.
I mean, that makes sense because she was in the movie and stuff.
Yeah.
I just think Secret Project. This would come out of left field. Everybody's expecting Yelena. Everybody's expecting that. Everybody's was anticipating another Black Widow thing until they confirmed that it's not a Black Widow project. I thought, before I read it, I thought she was coming on as a director. It's Marvel saying, hey, forgive us. Well, Disney basically saying, forgive us. We screwed up. You can be a director, which would be huge, especially for Scarlett Johansson. But I think it's got to be a female-led superhero movie. And I just think they're setting up Jane Foster in Thor: Love and Thunder. a solo. I think we're gonna love Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, and I just think,
Are we gonna love her?
I think so.
Look,
I think so.
Bucky won you over.
I think
Natalie
so.
Portman can run you over.
Yeah, I think so.
Win you over.
And she looks jacked.
Can also
too.
run you over, I guess, if you want.
Run you
but
over. Yeah. She can now. Yeah,
yeah.
she's jacked. Yeah.
Yeah, but my other project I was thinking was Jessica Drew, Spider Woman, and
Spider-Gwen.
and she's also called Black Widow, which would be a thing on the nose. So, so those are my two. Those are my
Okay.
two. Yeah,
Interesting.
I like that a lot. That would be awesome. I would love to see that.
yeah.
That's a fun theory. I
Bro.
like that one.
I like it.
No,
And then last news are. Oh, go ahead, Mark.
I want to say, I think someone has speculated. I would love to see her do. I don't know if they would ever built to this. You guys know what A-Force is?
Yes.
Like all female kind of
Yeah.
Avengers story there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Gamora's in it. She-Hulk. I'm not sure who's in the. It's different. That could be a fun.
Gamora come back.
Yeah, or to see
They've hinted at that several times.
yeah, to see a
I love
female
that.
Avengers
There's been those
movie.
little clips.
Yeah.
Yeah, with those little clips with the girls.
Yeah, so that'd be
Cool.
dope. But yeah.
It's just I'm glad to see
They're
that they're
gonna
working
make
together.
they're
though.
gonna make like a girl podcast, all like the girl Avengers. It's gonna be like the Office ladies, but
love
it's gonna
that
be
podcast.
in universe.
I like it.
Hell yeah.
I like it. So last news topic, I'm going to throw this over to Mario to
Only-
see
but-
what he thinks about this.
Oh,
Only
finally.
if Elena does this thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the poser. Yeah. So there's been a quote this week from Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy. She has said, this is her direct quote. Well, I guess I'll read the headline first. Star Wars sequel trilogy characters could live on in future projects. So, here's a direct quote. Certainly, those are not characters we're going to forget. They will live on, and those conversations are going on currently with the creative team. How does Mario feel about this, and who do we think that they're talking
All right,
about?
first of all.
That's easy.
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I can't speak.
Oh,
on this.
I can't keep my mouth shut. First of all, I'm sure Kathleen Kennedy's a weekly listener, so I'm going to shoot this over to her. Kathleen,
Yeah, this was actually a direct quote sent to me in email.
I figured. So all I got to say
Oh
is,
my gosh, long time listener, first time caller, Kathy.
is Kathy. So this is going to Kathy. Kathy, let the Skywalkers die.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the Skywalkers anymore, man. I think we established that at the end of the last movie. All right,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
If they're talking about, I know we're very hyped about the Obi-Wan show. We got Hayden coming back. That's cool. But it's just like, we don't need to see any more old characters, man. We got dozens of cartoons. We got plenty of movies, plenty of comic books to visit these characters. I know. I'm sure I'm not sure which ones they're probably talking about. I'm sure they're gonna try to bring back Mace Windu someday because they're crazy like that. They might try to bring back some kind of like Han Solo story. I don't know what they're thinking of doing.
Well, it's the new
Wait,
trilogy.
what?
It's the new trilogy.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
the new
sequel
trilogy.
The sequel
Yeah,
trilogy.
so we're talking
Wait, but the
Rey.
sequel trilogy is not the sequel. Isn't that there's the prequels?
Well, there's
Prequels.
the regular
oh, okay.
prequels and then sequels.
Yeah. So I think I'm sure they're gonna do that. And
You
so
don't think?
yeah, let me finish off. So yeah, we're probably gonna see more Rey, I'm sure. Although I feel like her thing was fine, closed off. I don't want to see a Rey Skywalker show, man. I'm good with that. And I'm sure they're gonna do like a Finn show. I mean, Finn, I'd like to see more. I mean, even though Finn kind of got a little messed up in that trilogy, kind of done dirty.
James.
I don't know what they were thinking, because I know there's what's his name, Ryan Johnson's trying to do a new trilogy,
Yeah.
and I knew they were gonna I assumed they were gonna follow the story of those kids at the end of
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. I'm like, that's fine. Give me a whole new Jedi thing. That's fine. I don't want to see older characters anymore, man. I think I'm over that part. But James, I want to hear what you think here, 'cause I think you're wearing the Star Wars shirt.
No, you don't.
This is why we hired you, because I need someone to talk Star Wars.
First and foremost, Kathleen Kennedy. They sadly extended her contract till 2024. So, there's been a lot of turnover when it comes to directors for a lot of the newer Star Wars titles under Kathleen Kennedy's leadership. And with Patty Jenkins, due to creative differences, not doing her Rogue Squadron movie, which was supposed to come out, I think, 2023, it's been pushed to the back burner. We get this news coming out that Kathleen's like, hey, you see all of this happening, but hey, everything's fine. Everything's good. We're going to bring back the new trilogy characters because you guys love them. So be expecting them to come back in the future. And that trilogy was the one that just divided the fandom in the first place. I can tell you a lot of Star Wars fans do not care about the new characters because Disney handled them so poorly. That being the case, I could see a Finn or Poe type movie coming because they were popular and there's still a lot of meat on that character in regards to storyline. I'll just leave it at that.
They also
More
were
so
pretty.
Finn.
Yeah.
They also had several like bro moments,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like I could see not a spin-off, but I could see them continuing on. I'm not super excited if it's Rey. Like, okay, cool, kind of in Mario's boat. Like, okay,
Yeah.
but the problem is like she's a Skywalker, she's a Jedi. Like, of course.
She's not
Like,
really.
She ain't no Skywalker.
She's not really.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
took
no,
the Skywalker
she is.
name, but
She
she's
is.
not by blood.
She's a Skywalker. Her name is Skywalker. She is a Skywalker. Whether
She took the name, but she's not technically a Skywalker
I mean,
by blood.
I know, but she is a Skywalker though.
Yeah.
They ended the movie with
she's-
that.
Then she's a Jedi, where there's like no Jedis.
Yeah.
So like.
But
Unfortunately, I think she is going to be continuingly to come. If they're bringing anybody back, like that's the first person
Yeah.
that you're going to say, well, it's got to be Rey.
Yeah.
And then like possibly Finn and Poe.
Yeah.
to
could-
be fair,
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, to be fair though, it could be interesting because at this point there is no Jedi and there's no more Sith, right? So it could be interesting to see where they take that because now Palpatine's gone.
Supposedly.
So, and he was supposedly, but I mean,
they're
God, I
bringing him
hope
back,
he's
too.
gone
He's coming
after
back.
Kylo Ren is dead. Like, I really hope that Palpatine is gone.
You still have
But-
the rule of two, though. You still have the rule of two, and there's still the balance in the Force. There's always going to be a light. There's always going to be a dark.
But what if they're all gray now?
But I'm saying we had 30 years of peace before Luke and before Rey came into the scene. When Luke gave up everything, and that's when Kylo came up. This is going to be that time of peace. I honestly don't think they're going to go with Rey. I think they're going to, if they're bringing back anybody, I think they're going to do Poe or Finn. Finn hinted at being a Jedi in the last movie.
Yes.
And so
Yes,
if they were going to do a Jedi, they could do it with Finn and hopefully redeem him with a good director and Kathleen not being a part of it. But I don't know. We just want something new and fresh. Honestly, let Dave Filoni and what's his name, Favreau, handle it and
Yeah,
leave everybody
like-
to decide.
I just want a chaotic neutral Jedi, guys. I just not even like a gray Jedi. I just want like chaotic neutral
I mean, yeah,
in this.
I would love to see.
This franchise.
Yeah, I would love to see a Jedi story, obviously. But like, man, like the trilogy was a slap in the face of some of us, man. Like it's like I had its moments. Force Awakens had its great moments where but then it started to fall apart with the Rian Johnson JJ thing. And but like you said, with Favreau, man, they're doing the Lord's work with Mandalorian, man, and these shows. Keep on giving me shows, man. Like we don't need to like see us give me new characters.
Yes.
Yeah, hint those older characters. That's great. Yeah, bring back Boba Fett. Yeah, that's fine. We knew that was coming eventually. But you give me those new stories, man, in the same universe. You guys are gonna make gold for the rest of your lives. Don't touch the old characters anymore, man. If I see there's Skywalker, man, I'm gonna walk out of the theater. I'm done with Skywalkers, man. No more Skywalkers. I know that's the legacy, man. There's other Jedis out there, man. It's other stuff it's a huge universe, man. If we can get out of Earth and Marvel, we can get out of the Skywalker Ranch in Star Wars.
Boom.
Exactly.
We have Obi-Wan, Boba Fett. I think there was another we're
Cassian
getting
Candor, I think, the dude from
Yes.
Rogue One. I can't remember his name.
a lot of old characters still popping up,
Ahsoka
unfortunately.
Tano.
Ahsoka, yeah.
Look, I think that I can speak on behalf of all of like the real Star Wars fans because we are so closely connected that the only spinoff, personally that I'm interested in seeing is the Worm.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is her
It's not
personal
that,
Boba Fett?
Don't bother.
Don't bother.
My own Boba.
Jabba.
No. Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba.
It's okay though, babe.
Oh
It's
my
okay.
gosh.
The Worm.
Yeah.
Well, that closes out the news. We had nice little discussions in those too. That was
Yeah,
nice.
thank God we got off that because I was starting to get a little mad at myself
Yeah,
here.
me too. Me too.
Mario needs to take a walk before the
I'm gonna
draft.
go take a walk. Yeah, I'm gonna swing my lightsaber in the backyard after this.
It's getting hot in here. Gosh.
All right. Always don't talk about Star Wars.
Right?
Don't talk about the new trilogy. That's sequel trilogy.
Stick to Marvel all the time.
Listen,
we can talk
Mario
Harry Potter.
may be taking a walk, but I'm about
Harry
to be,
Potter needs some news. Everybody
We've
that's
got
out there
news.
what's the news, Lee? Tell
We
everybody.
have got 20th anniversary celebrations going on, and it's through
Awesome.
all of it.
Yeah.
So
we
it's
get
happening.
to watch. Where's the new news? I need a new game. Where's Hogwarts Legacy?
It's
What's
coming.
happening with Fantastic
Listen,
Beasts?
So,
where's all
soon,
the
TM.
news?
Soon, TM.
2022 is going to be all about
Yes.
the Wizarding World, but I
Yes.
will say Sunday starts the Hogwarts Tournament of Houses
Yes.
on
Yeah.
Cartoon Network and TNT or TBS or whatever. So that's going to be exciting. But
Yes.
Yep.
then 2022 is going to be
HBO
popping.
And on HBO Max, for the record, in case anyone's missed it, there is an extended version of the first movie that has trivia. It's a movie magic version of the first movie. So go watch it because it's super great. It's got trivia built in. It's got all the deleted scenes are included. It's super fabulous. The end. Moving on.
Beautiful.
We went Ghostbusters, Marvel, and Star Wars, and then Harry Potter.
Yeah.
This is
All in one
this is a
episode.
record for us.
So, yep.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was also, I just said it. Dang it.
And then we're ending on our everyone's favorite fandom, which is food.
Let's go. Let's go.
Big fan.
Big money. Big money.
Big Money James here, baby.
It's Big Money James.
Big money,
Oh
big
my
eats.
God. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, we end the show with your favorite segment. You know you love it. It's time for the draft, baby. Goodness.
Let's
This
talk
week
about
we
drafts,
are-
baby.
Oh my god, I was literally just singing that in my head.
Like this week, we are recording this. It is Thanksgiving week. I believe this is dropping on Thanksgiving, right?
It is, in fact, dropping on
yeah.
Thanksgiving.
So happy Thanksgiving. If you guys are listening to us
Gobble,
during,
gobble.
I'm sure everyone's listening to this during their Thanksgiving dinner, I'm sure. Happy Thanksgiving. Pass the stuffing, guys. But yeah, that being said, we are going to be drafting Thanksgiving food items. Now, the one rule here is everyone has turkey. We all got turkey. So we're kind of picking, I guess
You
you,
got
could say,
the white meat or the
sides.
dark meat, though? I got.
White.
Dark.
Yeah.
I like the white
Yeah.
meat.
I want it dry.
We don't have any
so I
dark.
can-
Ooh,
Dark.
James,
I
did you say dark?
Soak it
Yep.
up with
Oh,
my
James is a
gravy.
dark
Just
meat kinda guy.
slap it
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we need,
Mario?
so we need.
Light meat, dark meat. Which one?
I'll take either or. Probably dark meat. I like dark meat too. Depends. But anyways, we get to pick a side dish, dessert, drink, and a wild card, whatever that means. But before we get into that, let's get into the results of this past week's draft. Mike, do you have all those?
Yes, I for sure do. We have our season 3 first week standings here. Lee took it home. The first spot, she gets 4 points with her Marvel TV shows. Britt came out of
Started from
nowhere.
the bottom. Now we're here.
Now she's here. Britt came out of nowhere in the last a few hours of the poll and snagged second place with 3 points. Myself and James, we tied for third place. We got 2 points each. And Mario, I am so sorry you got last place in this draft. However, because there was a tie, you still get a point.
Man, I don't want to talk
still
to
got a
any of
point.
y'all about Spider-Man ever again. Don't even tell me you're a fan of Spider-Man.
I
brother.
just hope everyone checked out my suggestions. That's all I was hoping for. So,
Yes.
You know who
So
appreciated your
Hufflepuff.
suggestions
He's like, I
was
was
Alex
just here
with
to
the deep
share.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's grab your dice so we can roll for initiative.
Oh,
Let's roll for initiative, baby.
Mario, maybe you can
the
hold
draft
on to
order.
your dice.
I actually just dropped all of them on the floor. Hold on.
I had a feeling because I heard it next door, and I'm like, this is a repeat of 2 weeks ago
13.
when you had to roll for both of me and yourself. And
Yeah. 13.
ooh, I got a 16.
Nice.
Yeah, I did not do well.
13.
Lee, 16.
Here it is.
Just waiting on.
All right.
Feeling. I'm
Ooh, 17.
Ooh,
Come on.
man. Y'all rolling
Cheater.
high
Good
tonight.
Good Lord.
All right, guys. So here's what we've got: Mario, and then Lee, and then we've got James.
Hey, I'm not last.
Nope. And then we've got Mike, and I rolled a 3. Y'all were all really close, and then I had a 3.
Gosh.
Oh no.
Second to last with a roll of a 12 is pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Well, this
Rolled
is
high
going to
tonight.
be interesting in 5th. Like, there's
Yeah, but-
like the heavy hitter, like everybody loves them kind of things. So those are going to be gone by the time I got
Not necessarily because we've got 3 categories
Yes. So you
plus
can
the
only-
wild card.
Exactly. So you can only get one side dish, one dessert, one drink, and then a wild card. You can just go crazy. You
So,
can get
like-
whatever
anything.
you want.
So like what do we go for first is the big question here.
Yep.
You know,
That's the
you
strategy.
could be
That's the
super
strategy.
in the like you could be super great there, Britt, in last.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah, first can be tough, though. All right, y'all. Starting this off, I think I'm going to hit him hard with the side dish, I think. I think... So wild card, explain wild card one more time. So I could be...
Give me anything.
Anything.
Literally
Yeah.
anything.
You can double up on any of the topics. You can even grab a main dish that isn't
Get
turkey.
another meat. If
Yeah.
if your boy likes meat, slap some meat on there.
All right, I'm just going to go with it. Give me stuffing.
Like,
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Do y'all call it stuffing or dressing?
we call it stuffing. Dressing is the
Stuffing.
stuff you put on salad.
Thank you.
Yeah. In the
Thank
South, we
you.
call it dressing.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm so confused every time I eat anything with Britt's family.
My dad's family's from the South. My mom's family's like from sort of the North. And so there's a fight like every Thanksgiving about what it's called and what's supposed to go in it. Like
Listen.
cornbread or...
Us New Englanders.
I don't eat it either way.
And Mike is lumped in with us because he's from here originally.
Right,
We
right.
call dressing the stuff that goes. It's a liquid and
It's
it goes on
salad
top of a
dressing.
salad. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I understand.
Just
I
like some people
understand.
call.
I think either one tastes like crap. So
Some people call like tomato sauce, like the Italians call tomato sauce gravy, which is weird to me.
What?
Yeah. Like there's
Gravy's
Italians
like
in our
brown.
area that
Or
call
this white
yeah.
gravy.
They call they
Or
say
brown.
pasta and gravy. Like
Yeah.
that's weird. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
that's
strange.
strange.
All right, who's
All right.
next?
interesting.
That is me, good sir. And because drinks are limited and because I have a really good one that I'd like to pick up, I'm going to go with my drink first. So I'm going to take some hot apple cider, please, because that is like the epitome of fall to me.
That's a good fall drink right there.
That's my like favoriteest fall drink. I really should have. There's another one I should have taken, but I'm gonna go with hot apple cider.
I like it. Very nice. James, you are up next, buddy.
Ooh. Okay. So I'm thinking either dessert or side. And there's some top heavy picks on either category. So I think I'm going to just go with dessert and just go with the fan favorites, either apple or pumpkin pie. And I think I'm just going to lean towards pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie.
Yep. Go
So,
simple.
because of the season,
Easy
because of the
first
holiday,
rounder.
pumpkin pie is the correct answer. However, in terms of taste, there's no better pie than apple pie. It is 100% at
Agree.
the top of my list.
Agree.
Apple cobbler with some vanilla ice cream.
Is that your pick, Mike?
No.
Oh, I just wrote it down.
I had
No.
a feeling
I
Britt was
was-
writing that down.
Yeah, no, that is not my selection because I am absolutely shocked that mashed potatoes made it to me as the side dish.
It's always a favorite.
Oh, you keep
That is
It's too many good side dishes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's too many good side
mashed
dishes.
potatoes as my side dish at the 4th pick.
Oh, there's one I hope comes back to me, man.
Okay, so that means I've got back-to-back picks.
Yep.
At the end. So I'm with Lee. I think that drinks are really limited. I'm between two, but I'm going to go with the only one that gets me through the holidays with my family, and that's going to be wine.
Yeah.
I was going to put shots on there, but I thought maybe that was a little too redneck. So we'll just go with wine. And then I think... Let's see. I'm gonna go with like I don't know. This is like at literally every Southern meal. It's not the holidays unless you have deviled eggs.
Oh,
so I've got to put deviled eggs.
I was
on
gonna
there.
go that
What
way.
a selection. That was
Oh,
good.
I was gonna go deviled eggs.
Oh, I'm disgusting with deviled eggs, man. I love
Right?
I'll eat,
You got the
That's so
you
good.
got the little tray with like the little pieces, and it sits in front of you, and you just kind of like nobody's looking.
Yep.
And just
I'll sit by the table and just be like this.
Yeah.
Look, I make my decision on where I'm sitting by wherever the dish is with the deviled eggs.
Okay. So here's another question. When y'all make your deviled eggs, do you put like vinegar or pickle juice or something in it to make them tangy, or do you only go with mayo and it's like bland? There's not like the tanginess to it.
No, you gotta have the tangy.
Yeah. Some of the
Okay,
best
okay.
ones I've had the tanginess in there, yeah.
I
Yeah.
won't eat it unless it's got vinegar.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
okay, I was wondering if that was like
I've seen some people use
something
mustard.
wrong with Northerners.
Mustard, yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm shocked that there's another side dish that is sitting there waiting for me.
God, I'm like so hungry.
I'm about to double up with some carbs,
No.
and I'm gonna select my wild card. Oh man, oh gosh, wait! I just thought of something else, and now I'm torn. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and go with baked macaroni. and
No.
I thought that was a sleeper pick.
Nah.
You know what? No one's bringing mac and cheese
We
to
are now.
Thanksgiving. I guess I'll need to pick that up tomorrow too.
We are. We're bringing we're bringing the mac and cheese this year. That is our contribution.
I'm
I'm in
So-
charge of like the menu this year, like coordinating everyone.
I'm
How
so
did
upset.
nobody sign up for that?
Shit
I will
balls.
say this, as being part of the draft, for those at home listening, there's no better feeling after you say your draft pick when everybody moans. Oh, because I'm usually the one that's going, no.
All right. All right. So that was gosh. If only, I was literally going to that was going to be my next pick. All right. So I got to go with the side. And I'm going to go with my grandmother's rolls.
That was the other one.
Yeah.
Like I said carbs, and I thought of bread immediately. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
should I do rolls?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm going with rolls.
That was a good one.
No, I think you got a good pick with the baked mac and cheese. I think that was solid.
So it's one of my favorites. So we have to do that. I didn't realize we didn't have it on our menu.
Delicious.
Sue makes a banging baked mac and cheese. Yeah. Put some little bit of pepper jack in that joint. Is
Oh yes.
yeah.
We put bacon in ours. We put bacon and
Oh
tomatoes.
yes,
Yep.
all of it.
Yep.
Bacon,
I love
pepper
bacon.
jack.
Yep.
Throw it in there.
All right, Lee. What you eating with that hot apple cider?
I have no freaking carbs left. I guess all of the people at my table are going to be on a diet. But here's the thing, okay, guys. Like when it comes to Thanksgiving, and I don't know if this is going to be a popular pick or not, but I have to have cranberry sauce. That is
There you
like
go.
Very popular
Yep.
pick.
that is
Yeah.
like my
Popular.
number one. I look forward to Thanksgiving all year long for the cranberry sauce. So,
Really?
Yeah.
That's like that one thing that like literally no one eats.
Yeah.
At
Really?
our Thanksgiving.
Same.
Yeah.
Everybody
but
fights
it's-
over cranberry sauce at
But
ours.
it's always there. Like it's a
Right.
staple
It like
at
has to be there.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Or it's like, or it'll be like the can one, and so you
Oh, the
see
jelly.
like the wavy lines on it.
I mean, you know what?
man.
Cranberry sauce is cranberry sauce in my book. Okay, it's
Yes.
delicious either way. I'm gonna have all the sweets at my table.
I like cranberry sauce. I just feel like no one at our house eats it. All right, Mario, you've got back-to-back picks.
Ooh, good lord. Okay, this
You need a drink, dessert, and a wild.
drink, dessert, and a wild. All right, so I think we're gonna go with the dessert since Mike didn't take it, right? The apple pie.
Did not take apple pie. I was hoping it would come back.
Give me the apple
thinking
pie,
it was-
brother. And then
Nasty, squishy, warm ass.
delicious.
So
A little bit of vanilla ice cream on that deal.
Yes.
Crispy.
Thank you.
All right, and then let's see. I'm between a couple of them. All right. Now you know what? I gotta put my ecto goggles on for this one because I'm seeing some marshmallows out there, brother. I'm gonna get the sweet potato casserole with marshmallows on top of it.
Yeah.
no,
That's a good one.
Good one. That's a
no,
good one.
Which could be considered dessert because it's so good.
It is.
Mario.
But it's a slam inside
That's
as well.
not even your favorite. That's my favorite. I just scared the shit out of the dog.
Well, my mac and cheese is gone, so you can
Sniped it.
blame Mike for that one.
Yep.
Mario.
Good lord.
Sniped it from you.
I quit.
Okay.
I'm done.
That brings
I quit.
us back
I'm
to
out.
Lee, who needs a dessert
I'm
and
out.
a wild.
I got nothing.
You got a dessert. You're the queen of desserts.
You're an asshole. There is one on my list that you love and I hate. I hate you.
Wait, which one?
Sleep. You can sleep in that chair tonight. I'm all set with you.
Good evening.
If it makes you feel any better, Lee, I am scrambling for dessert now.
I've
'Cause
got nothing for dessert.
I
I've
was
got
really wanting
You're crazy.
apple pie.
There's
What?
so many desserts.
There are so many desserts. How are you
I
scrambling?
know.
for
but
Thanksgiving
like-
desserts. That the ones that you would think of are the pies, the two pies.
Sure,
That's-
but I mean, there's some other slamming ones,
Okay, Mario.
especially in the Portuguese household.
Okay, Mario. All right, yeah. Then maybe you should have taken one of those, Mario.
I love a good apple
Should have
pie.
thought of that first.
I'm thinking about the audience.
You know what? Here's the
I'm
thing.
thinking about the audience.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna buy apple pie, and you're not allowed to have any of it.
I'm gonna make sweet casserole.
Yeah.
Marshmallows.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sweet casserole.
I
Sweet
would be so
casserole.
offended
You know what?
if Britt did that to me. I would be so hurt. You're eating my apple pie.
It would just sit there. 'cause it's
And if you don't eat a whole shit ton of sweet potato casserole this year, I'm gonna call you out.
Is there gonna be some?
Because-
Sweet.
I don't know, but you better fucking find some because I'm all set with you.
All right, move on.
Lee,
Who's next here?
Lee
guess
is
I'm-
tilting.
I am
Lee-
so
Lee is
mad.
next, so we.
I'm gonna have butternut
can't
squash,
stop her.
I guess, because I got nothing else left
I love-
that I actually enjoy.
I love when the
I'm having
winner of-
butternut squash. Shut up! I'm picking my pick. Butternut squash with the brown sugar and the cinnamon. Okay, that's what my pick is because that's
that
as
a
close as I'm
dessert,
gonna get.
or-
No, it's
It's a
side.
It's a wild. Okay, but can you say that again?
Butternut squash with cinnamon and brown sugar.
Good night.
Yeah.
Guess I'm sleeping on the
to
couch
bed.
tonight.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Cinnamon.
Goodbye.
I'll be by myself here.
Brown. James,
So I need
you have a
a.
less angry pick
Yeah.
for your drink or wild.
Okay.
Starting to feel like my family Thanksgiving.
Right? I'm gonna need some of that wine real quick.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go with a wild, and I'm trying to decide between again a side or a dessert. And there's a couple of desserts and sides that are still on the board that I'm surprised no one has said yet. So we got the turkey, we got the rolls. You can make your sandwiches after the next day, so we're good there. I want to say, I want to go another dessert, but I think I need a side. I think I need another side. So I'm just going to go easy money. I'm going to go green bean casserole.
That was
Yeah.
classic.
That was the one
dunk
that
pick.
Mario enjoys that I hate.
Oh.
Yeah, I do not like green bean casserole either. So I'm
I
with you.
hate green bean casserole.
Yummy.
I'll eat it. Like I'll eat it as like a pregame show for the baked mac and cheese. Like
There you go.
it's like working my way up to the best thing.
It's the opener.
You know, it's the opening band for the main event.
That's fair.
Well, Mike, you've got to pick either a drink or a dessert.
All right, I'm gonna go with dessert. I'm gonna go ahead and take my dessert.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my dessert. And I think specifically because this is Thanksgiving, I'm gonna get a very specific cheesecake. So cheesecake is definitely my pick, but I'm going with the pumpkin cheesecake.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So a little bit of the seasonal flavor with the pumpkin. But you know those assorted
Delicious.
cheesecakes that you can get at the store? Oh, that's my go-to if apple pie is not
Michael
there.
ate that whole dang assortment.
I will.
We just had that last night.
Yeah.
There you go. Boom.
He likes
Delicious.
some
And that
cheesecake.
brownie one was
Okay,
good.
so I've got the last two picks for me, back to back. So dessert. There's one that nobody picked that I thought was like a pretty staple like,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving dessert, which is pecan pie.
Yeah, I couldn't draft it. I'm not a fan
I
of that.
freaking
No.
love
No.
pecan
Nah.
I couldn't
pie.
draft it.
Nah.
Yeah, we don't mess with that down here.
Down here? You mean up here?
Up here, whatever.
Yeah.
For real?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. I'm
No,
not-
we mess with it, but it's not a staple necessarily.
Oh, it's a staple down here. Like it is. It
Yeah,
is
I feel like
everywhere.
you're gonna have apple pie, pumpkin pie, and pecan pie.
I'm surprised.
Pecan.
Well, I'll let you pick.
Pecan
I'll let
pie.
you do your pick.
My last one, I need a wild. So I have one that like I really like. Oh, sugar nuts. But I don't know how like popular it would be. Who has wilds left? Nobody.
Nobody,
Right?
yeah.
Okay. So, jeez Louise. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm
Okay.
going to go with bacon wrapped green bean bundles. Like it has like the brown sugar, you know, and you wrap the bacon around it. Mario, your face looks like you've never had this.
No.
What?
No.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like.
Can you just
put the
bundle some of
bundles-
those up and like send them to us?
Yeah, I need to mail them out. Yeah,
Yeah.
you take like fresh green beans and you put them in a bundle together, and then you wrap bacon around them, like you're gift wrapping with the fat, and then you set them down in the dish, and then you cover that mess in brown sugar, and so as it bakes, that all like caramelizes, and it's just like a
What?
heart attack that
Yes.
is
But
masquerading
it's healthy
as
'cause
a
it's green beans.
vegetable. So
It's healthy because it's green beans.
Good Lord.
Yeah. It's the South. We put sugar and bacon on everything.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, those are a solid pick. I definitely know what you're talking
Yeah, I
about.
feel
'cause we've
like
had it
maybe
several
because
times.
y'all are up north, you don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel like it's like fairly
Apparently, we
popular
don't know
down here.
good food. I don't know.
Bacon
Like,
crap.
Very
I'm surprised
specific.
nobody said sweet potato pie.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
that
like
was
sweet potato
that
pie.
well,
was
you
That
know,
was up
Mario
there.
took it with the sweet potato casserole, so
yeah.
True.
Yeah.
same difference.
Is it my pick?
Yes,
It is
you
my
have a
pick.
drink.
I have a drink, and I can't decide between three of them.
Don't screw this up.
You
You've
know,
got a good team right now. You always jack it up on the very
James-
last pick.
we have three drinks left. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was about to talk through what I was trying to
Don't do it.
fight through, and now that I see I have
don't
some
say it.
competition. Oh man, I feel like
You are already appealing to a certain audience here. And you just need to bring it home
Okay.
with your final pick.
All right, I'm just gonna go all in. I'm taking sweet tea with my drink. I'm going all in on the South.
No.
Yo, everybody here in the South, yeehaw! Let's vote for Mike this week, okay? Thank you
Not
very much.
iced tea. We
No,
don't
it
play
is
around
sweet
with that
tea.
mess here. You
Sweet
it's a little bit of
tea.
tea.
No.
And the rest of it is sugar. If it ain't crunching
Sugar.
between your teeth, then
Mm.
you've done something wrong.
That's
Alright.
the only way I'll drink my iced tea is with like this much sugar
Same.
at the bottom, so you get a little crunch
Yes.
in it.
Yeah, to be fair, I won't drink sweet tea. I feel like I have to turn my southern card in. I hate
Yeah.
tea. I hate all tea. I think it's disgusting.
Oh
my heart.
man,
Yeah.
that hurt. That was literally my pick. Oh man.
James, this puts you in a tough spot. What are you going to do for your drink? What are you sipping on?
There is such a classic answer.
I know. As soon as I picked my answer, as soon as I picked my apple cider, I was like, shit balls, I should have picked the other thing. Because
Apple cider, I feel like, is
No,
like
apple cider is
super
locked in.
classic.
That was probably top tier drink in the draft.
No,
Yeah, that was top pick.
What are you
honestly,
thinking of shots?
I don't know because we don't really do alcohol, and we don't really do like fancy cocktails or anything. It's sweet tea, lemonade, and Kool-Aid. Like that's it. So, I just got to go with my go-to, which is lemonade. Like just keep it
Lemonade.
simple.
There you go.
Yep, just keep it
Look,
simple.
we can hang out making Arnie Palmer.
There you
together.
go. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. So I just go
Boom.
lemonade. Wait.
Oh.
Is coffee allowed?
It's a drink, yeah. My parents, like, that's...
I'll do
Once
coffee.
we get to second
Yo,
round
James.
on food, they fire up the coffee maker.
I'll add coffee.
That was.
I'll add coffee.
yeah,
That
dessert.
yeah.
We get tea
I
and
was-
coffee with dessert.
Yeah.
Yep. I was totally going to. It was between that coffee and sweet tea for me.
Yeah.
Because you need to like wake up a little
Yep,
bit after
yep.
you eat all this food.
Yep. So that's my pick.
I feel like coffee, though, is a better pick for the guy wearing the cardigan. I feel like that's more on brand.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
That's fair.
All right.
Lee, you have got to finish this off with a dessert.
All right. There is a
A lot of
dessert.
yummy options.
Yeah, there is a dessert that's pretty basic, but I feel like, Grandma always makes those fresh baked brownies. And I think
Brownies.
I'm
I'll
going to
put
go with
Grandma's
fresh
brownies.
Yeah, fresh baked brownies. Because,
Grandma's
like,
brownies.
that's like, the fudgy ones that kind of fall apart because they're melty and, like, with the
Yes.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Delicious.
I'm
You
so
could even do,
hungry
like,
right now.
Nobody
You could even
picked
do
our, like,
brownies and ice
family-
cream, too. I'm
Our
just
family
saying.
Yeah.
dessert.
Yeah, I was surprised
Our
about that.
chocolate
But I
oatmeal
think
cookies,
that's
like the no-bake cookies. We have, like, a huge tray of those.
We usually
For
do that
there.
for Thanksgiving. I mean, Christmas.
We do that for literally every holiday.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a holiday that we don't have deviled eggs and no-bake cookies.
Ooh.
Nice.
Crispy.
Yeah, there's also a lot of diabetes. So, take
Gosh.
it for what it is.
Yo.
Mario, you just
Last
need a
pick.
drink.
All right, a drink, yeah. So you know me, I like a good old ice cold beer, but
yes.
it changes up a little bit during the holidays. I do like it. It definitely adds to the taste palette. I like a nice crisp apple Angry Orchard.
Oh, I love Angry Orchard.
All right,
I haven't had that in
copycat.
so
I
long.
like the theme, Mario, because like you could just go classic beer,
Yeah.
but you spun
Specific.
it around. It's
Yeah.
fall,
Yeah.
it's Thanksgiving, Angry Orchard. I liked it.
I like
Okay.
that.
There
Can I
it
just
is.
Mario
say-
and I are going to the same Thanksgiving.
Can I just say how shocked I am that not one person chose eggnog as a drink?
That's Christmas.
That's
I know
Christmas.
it's Christmas,
That's
but it's
Christmas.
out now. And, like,
Now,
we
I know
definitely
my
have
brother
eggnog
came
with
home with
Thanksgiving.
it.
now because
in my fridge?
We definitely
like-
have eggnog with Thanksgiving because we can't wait for Christmas. So,
Yeah,
like,
Same.
Yeah.
we have it for all the winter holidays.
I was like getting my coffee creamer, and I looked over to the right, and I was like, "Oh, eggnog is out already."
So, based on y'all's reaction to my last pick, now I regret it. I think I should have gone with my other one, which was honey baked ham.
Yes.
Oh, that would have been
Yes.
a great wild card.
Another one
Yes.
that did not get picked that really could have fit nicely on your team would have been gravy.
Gravy,
Yeah.
with the mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes and turkey.
Yeah.
But that would have had to have taken the place of the baked mac and cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
So,
true. That's true. That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody said candied yams or a cobbler, which is normally
cobbler.
yeah.
See, that I prefer an apple cobbler over an apple pie.
Peach cobbler all day. Peach cobbler.
So, but I wasn't sure since apple pie was
I was
selected
waiting
if
for
it
someone to
was
say
too
peach
close.
something or other, but I was like, well, but they're not really in season, I
That
guess.
feels summery to me.
Yeah.
An ice cold Coca-Cola was not selected.
Ice cold pop.
Which would be, I mean, that's my go-to
Pop.
anytime.
Or a Pepsi. Or a
Some
Pepsi.
soda pop. Yeah, or Pepsi. Sorry, James. Pepsi.
But listen, isn't everything in the South a Coke? Isn't that a thing?
Everything's
Everything's a Coke.
Everything's a
Yep.
Coke.
Everything.
So
Yep.
Say,
it could
what
be
do
a
you want to
Coca-Cola
drink?
or it could be a Coke.
Coke. And then they say, what kind of Coke?
Yeah.
Kind of Coke. Yep.
Pepsi.
Yeah. Has anybody had 7-Up cake before?
Yeah.
I have,
Yes.
I think once.
Okay.
Aunt Debbie makes it.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all heard about Aunt Debbie when y'all overheard that speaker phone call with my with my
I
grandma.
remember
sounds so
going out
southern.
on the church.
No, I was at a church and Debbie.
Yeah,
Yeah, all we heard was
Debbie?
church. All we heard
Now,
was church. And that whole.
Y'all gotta get a hold of Debbie. And
Do you gotta send that to
after
James?
church.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I
send that to James
I gotta
because
listen to that.
literally it was all, Mario and I
You can't
listened to it
understand
probably
my grandma.
25 times, and all we heard was church, and we were like, okay.
That's
I
awesome.
think I got the gist of that conversation.
I'm gonna have to like grab some videos at Thanksgiving for y'all. Y'all will get a kick out
Yes,
of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
please.
That's content
Can
right
we,
there.
can we get a video call with Mima?
We'll just have a live stream running.
Yes. A live stream of the Berkey Thanksgiving dinner.
I love it.
Perfect.
Hell yeah! But let's recap those Thanksgiving
Oh,
dinners.
that's right. I forgot. Okay, Mario. His Thanksgiving dinner, he's got a crisp, angry orchard. For his dessert, he's eating apple pie. He's got some stuffing or dressing, if you're from the South, and sweet potato casserole.
That's a good one.
Lee has got hot apple cider, grandma's brownies, cranberry sauce, and butternut squash with cinnamon and brown sugar.
Yeah.
I am seriously lacking in the actual carbs, but you know, it's it's all that like my plate is all diabetes all day long.
How am I gonna fit that on the graphic? That's what I want to know. But what-
No, that one's that's I don't know.
Parentheses.
James has coffee. Love that pick. Perfect for the cardigan. And he's going to be sipping that over pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah.
I just realized James is a basic white girl. So, plot twist.
But is it pumpkin spice coffee?
Of course.
That's what I was gonna pick if I picked coffee.
And
Of
are
course.
you gripping it with
Yes.
two hands? Because
Yes.
this is important.
Of course, I
With
got
your
my
eye
gloves
boots.
and
You're like-
everything.
Your
Sanderson sisters shirt.
and your Ugg
Oh
boots.
my gosh.
Yeah, Ugg boots.
Good lord.
He's got his shirt. It's like the fourth witch,
Yeah.
and he's got pumpkin spice. He's got like some foam art on the top. Oh my gosh.
Man.
Oh my Lanta. But he's made room for some rolls and green bean casserole
Let's
as
go.
well.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my Lanta. Oh my goodness. Okay, Mike. He is representing the South.
What up, South? Hey, it's up, y'all.
He's got his sweet tea, just sugar, just swimming through it. You could make foam art out of Mike's sugar in his
Yes.
sweet tea. He's got pumpkin cheesecake, mashed taters, and baked mac and cheese.
I feel good about that team. I
Delicious.
feel good.
I know that's like the stuff I eat.
Yep.
Yep.
And then myself, I'm surviving the holidays with wine. Just unlimited, guys.
Unlimited.
Unlimited wine. And
It's
if
a
things get
fountain.
too rough, we'll throw a Xanax in there and stir it up for grandma.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say throw some deviled eggs. I
That's
really
what I
thought
thought
that's
she
where
was
you were going
segueing
with
in.
that. If
Yeah.
it gets too rough, we're gonna start throwing deviled eggs at each
throw
other.
those deviled eggs. Nope, we just throw Xanax in and throw insults.
right.
And we're going to have some pecan pie and deviled eggs and bacon wrapped green bean bundles.
Good lord.
How am
Yeah.
I gonna fit some of these on the graphic?
I know.
That's,
Me and
it's gonna
Lee
be
have
fun.
like these super
Yeah.
long ones. Sorry about that.
They're very
It's gonna be like
specific.
tiny.
That's
It's
it,
You
guys.
can't just
text.
put butternut squash though. Like it has to be the
Right.
good butternut squash.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't
Yep.
think there is good butternut squash. But
You have never
Once you cook
had
it and it
good
ain't
butternut
good.
squash.
Apparently, because every time I try to do it, it tastes
You
like
just
crap.
gotta
I'm
add
like,
the sugar to it.
I just want to apologize to the whole family that Mom tried another butternut squash recipe because this tastes like shit.
Oh
I'm aware.
man.
It's like the sweet potato casserole. You just gotta add the good stuff to it, and then it
Yes.
picks it right up.
Right. That's the problem.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been the Friggin' Nerds podcast for the week. Thank you for joining us, guys. As always, be sure to follow us on our various forms of social media. We're on twitch.tv/Friggin' Nerds Media for all your fun D&D crafts and other cool whatnots that going on Twitch, man. Hit us on YouTube.
And prizes.
And prizes, yes. Be sure to put those entries in, guys. Hit us up on youtube.com/FrigginNerdsMedia for all your news, reviews, and other fun stuff. Be sure to subscribe, like, share with your friends. Follow us on Twitter @FrigginNerds for all kinds of updates and when you could see us live and all other good stuff. And we have a Discord if you want to join us on Discord. Search Friggin' Nerds Media. We'll hang out, talk movies, talk sports, talk whatever you guys want. So thanks, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And
Happy Turkey Day.
We hope you all survive your crazy ass family.
And we are thankful for all of you.
Absolutely. So as
The
always,
family we get to choose.
family we get to choose. But as always, I'm Mario Lima. Remember to order?
James, you're next.
Come on, James.
I was
Wait.
trying to remember too.
Restart.
I was like, oh no, who's next? I forgot.
You're after me, always, Mike.
Yeah, we gotta write that down in the thing.
Okay.
I'm Mario Lima.
I'm Friggin' Nerd James.
I'm friggin' Nerd Lee.
I'm freaking nerd stuffing.
And I'm friggin' Nerd B.
You guys have been friggin' awesome.
Awesome.
And as always, stay
friggin' nerdy. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
big money in the house. Boom.
That's